58 people. That's how many have died since the last Transgender Day of Remembrance. Out of these statistics, 27 were lost to violence. But advocates for trans equality say the number is likely much higher. This might look like a quiet bar, but tonight it'll be packed. Above Doe EV is a hotspot for local talent. An array of bands are up on the Honey Dip stage tonight. Autopilot will share the stage here with other bands. Doors open at 7. Finn Dermo, XFM News. Local organizers are hoping to make the holidays a little easier for everyone. She's best known as Oh Hey It's Kay on Instagram. Kayla Bailey says every family deserves to have presents under the tree.
No matter what you're celebrating, every kid deserves toys. And everyone deserves winter clothing. Everyone deserves to be warm, and everyone deserves a roof over their head.
She hopes Londoners turn up for a free market. Take what you need and leave what you don't. It's even boosting the reach by teaming up with another event this year. The Empathy Collective is putting on a festive fundraiser. You can go and enjoy trivia, pictures with Santa, and even an auction. Funds raised will be put towards London Cares. The collective's Ellie says marrying the two made perfect sense. The ultimate goal is to spread joy in the community. She adds that her work is a big help for nonprofits.
You know, people get burnt out, even the charities, and we wanted to provide a place where somebody else does the planning and the fundraising, and then that charity receives it, and hopefully more people are able to recover.
Donations for the market can be dropped off at Doe EV, either leading up to or on the day of. The donut shop is where the market will take place. Meanwhile, the fundraiser is at London Brewing Co-op. Both are this Sunday. Finn Dermo, XFM News.
LHSC is expanding care for those with sickle cell disease, also known as SCD. XFM reporter Finn Dermo shares a family's journey with it.
We've always been close. I think this made us closer.
Jamari Halstead has had SCD since birth. Despite medications, he was still facing symptoms. It wasn't until he received a transplant last year from his brother that his disease had died down. Their father says managing it has been hard, but there's also been a lot to learn.
We were able to share information with others, even with the doctors sometimes when he's in the hospital, and there are certain things that they might not pick up, and we say, oh, check this, you need to check that, check that.
Transplants like the one Jamari went through are now being offered to others eligible with the blood disorder. The Halstead family is glad more people can now get help closer to home. Jamari says he's excited for the future. He heads into college next year. Finn Dermo, XFM News.
Holiday cheer is in the air as we head into December. XFM reporter Finn Dermo explains how you can give back this season.
The holidays are known for spending time with family and spreading cheer. It's also the perfect time to give back to your community. The Pillar Network supports around 250 nonprofits across the province. Its Giving Tuesday campaign is underway. Funds will support its inclusive community events program. Pillar's Anaí Gonzalez says any amount makes a huge difference.
Even the smallest contribution creates immediate impact. It removes financial barriers so communities can gather, celebrate culture, create art, and/or connect.
Pillar's collaboration with a Canadian business is hoping to maximize the impact. Any donations you make will be matched by Teppermints. Finn Dermo, XFM News.
Music shows are the least of anyone's concern, especially when prices are high and travel is difficult. XFM reporter Finn Dermo explores how bands are breaking through the noise.
The life of a touring band is not always glamorous. Canadian band Autopilot knows this well. Frontman Marlon Harder says many issues make it hard to tour. High gas prices, B2 visa delays, and construction are just a few that make attending and performing shows harder.
We just did the drive from Winnipeg to Thunder Bay to Wawa, and then Toronto was last night. But that's like 4 days of basically 10 hours every day of driving.
Despite it all, the band says they'll keep trying to get out there as long as people keep showing up. The band's next stop is here in London. Finn Dermo, XFM News. It's federal budget eve in Ottawa. Prime Minister Mark Carney's government is preparing to table its first budget tomorrow. The finance minister says it's time for investments to shift the Canadian economy away from reliance on the U.S. The budget will be the subject of a confidence vote. Voters could head to the polls as soon as Christmas if the Liberals can't get the budget passed. a YouTuber known for his Creeper Hunter channel, is soon to hear whether he will be released or not. The bail hearing for Jason Nasser had been delayed last week. Now, the hearing is set for today. His release conditions were that he couldn't go near the families of those he impacted. But Nasser was recently arrested by London police after showing up at a documentary showing. The doc is about Nasser's hunt for those he deems sexual predators and the people impacted. His YouTube channel and website ended with him being charged. 2 years ago, he was found guilty of distributing child pornography as well as harassment and extortion. The Crown is hinting that it will be fighting for him to stay behind bars. The U.S. government shutdown is still dragging on. 34 days of closure have been the cause of many pressing issues for citizens. Among those are the 42 million who receive federal food aid. Americans have been in limbo about access since. SNAP is the nation's largest program for nutritional help. The benefits have been using contingency funds since the closure of the government. 2 federal judges have ordered Donald Trump's administration to resume SNAP benefits. The deadline for Trump and his government to respond to that order is today. There was a lot to figure out when I first told my parents I wanted to start hormones. As a girl, I embraced the tomboy style. My dad once said I'd never been afraid to stand up for myself. My mom sympathized when I told her I was tired of being a girl, that I couldn't fit the womanhood that the world expected of me. Misconceptions are in no short supply when it comes to gender-affirming care. The flames of transphobia have been stoked when politicians have parroted talking points that question the validity and safety of gender-affirming care.
If you're blocking puberty, you're not able to have children. So we're going to protect a kid's right to be able to make adult choices when they're adults, and we're prepared to defend that in court.
That was a comment from Alberta's current premier as she spoke to CTV. One of 3 recent bills introduced would block kids like my younger self from accessing transition medication. Transition saved my life as a child. It alleviated the heavy depression and anxiety that came with my own puberty. Research also says time and time again, transition saves lives. To refute Smith's claims, puberty blockers only block puberty temporarily and also don't affect fertility. Come with me to demystify and bring you into the reality of gender-affirming care.